to episode 2 of Oh Real Original. I'm Corey Dempsey.
And I'm Andrew Beam. Oh Real Original is a podcast where we explore the phenomenon of twin films, two movies with nearly identical premises released within the same 12-month period.
That's right. We're going to be exploring these movies through the lens of a fight, boxing, MMA, whatever your violent sport of choice is. Two movies will enter the ring, but only one can emerge victorious. There will be no ties here.
And there will be 5 rounds in this fight, and the judges will score each round out of 10. So the first round of the fight will be an analysis of the talent involved with each film, and we'll discuss the directors, the actors, the writers, and ultimately decide on which film had the better credit sheet.
In the next 4 rounds, we'll hone in on some similar plot points or storytelling tropes in each movie and do a deep dive into those scenes to decide which film was superior in its execution. After all 5 rounds have been completed, we'll tally up our scorecards and declare a winner.
Yeah, in our previous episode, we covered 2 movies about hooking up without catching feelings, which that was No Strings Attached and Friends with Benefits. And just like in that episode, we are joined by a special guest judge here to help us declare the superior movie.
This week, our special guest judge is the co-founder of the APV Film Collective.
Oof, you did great.
Good landing.
Albany filmmaker, John Yost. John, how are you doing?
Great, man. Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it. I'm actually learning what the show's about by reading your script.
No, I think actually it says here, it says special guest judge, and you were supposed to say, hi, how are you doing? Happy to be here. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
So
I think I got close. I could take that again.
You were right there.
Stuck the landing. Corey, great job.
Yeah, thanks.
We got through it. So
we got through it.
So, anyway.
All right, now that all that's out of the way, let's get to the introduction of these 2 movies. Pulling double duty is our guest, or our judge, Andrew Beam, but he's also going to be our ring announcer. To announce these 2 movies.
So I'm gonna raise this guy.
Oh my goodness.
You gotta stand for this. I don't know. All right.
Oh.
No, man, you gotta get hydrated.
Yeah. Just lube the pipes, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the only event of the evening, sanctioned by absolutely no one. Our 3 judges scoring the contest this evening are Corey Dempsey, Andrew Beam, and John Yost. There is no referee because... no. And now, for those in attendance and the 1 or 2 people listening around the capital region, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live, but not really at all because it's being recorded at the Jive Hive somewhere in Albany. It's time! 5 rounds for the best movie where an old dude revives an action film franchise from the 80s and makes it all about the U.S.-Mexican border. Introducing first, Sly Stallone is back as John Rambo, and he has tunnels. And Rambo, Last Blood! Screwed that part up, but we're good. And their opponent, Arnold Schwarzenegger, is back as T-800 or Carl. And Linda Hamilton returns as Sarah Connor in a Terminator film that decides to ignore its 3 predecessors, Terminator Dark Fate!
Okay. Great job.
Well,
Love it.
You know.
What?
That's right, everybody. We're going to be discussing Rambo Last Blood and Terminator Dark Fate. And without further ado, let's get this fight started. All right, in round 1, we're going to discuss the talent. Before we get into the talent, though, some notable statistics and numbers about these 2 movies. Terminator Dark Fate was released November 1st, 2019 by Paramount Pictures. It's the 6th movie in the Terminator franchise. Terminator and Terminator 2 are both incredible, absolute classics. This movie serves as a direct sequel to those 2. It ignores everything from Terminator 3, Terminator Salvation, and Terminator Genesis.
As it should. Probably
a wise choice. Produced on a budget of somewhere between $180 and $200 million, and it made $261.1 million at the international box office. James Cameron did serve as a producer on this movie. This franchise as a whole has made over $2 billion across the 6 movies. Rambo Last Blood was released September 20th, 2019 by Lionsgate. It's the 5th movie in the Rambo franchise. First Blood is absolutely incredible. Really laid the blueprint for the modern action film that became a big thing in the 80s. Have Commando and Die Hard after that. All the other Schwarzenegger films that really laid the blueprint in the early 80s.
Body Mass Alone and Predator.
Yeah. Rambo First Blood Part 2 and Rambo 3 were things that happened. Rambo from 2007 was okay. And then there's this Rambo movie. This is the last one. It was produced on a budget of $50 million, and it made $91.1 million at the box office. $339 million for this franchise all across all 5 films.
$50 fucking million.
$50 million for this thing.
$50 for this. Now that's what $50 million gets you.
That is what $50 million gets you. All right.
A whole lot more.
So we're going to go into the talent now that we have that kind of basis of these movies. So we're first going to dive into the scripts. Terminator employs all the classic franchise revival tropes, while Rambo brings his international jaunts of destruction to the home front in this movie. Terminator really goes through all the, classic, bring back the legacy characters, bring in new characters, modernize it for the times. Rambo really doesn't do that. It's just Rambo on another adventure. This one just so happens to be in the United States.
Adventure of his lifetime, really.
It's Rambo, but he's tired.
Yes, he's tired and old and crotchety.
Yeah.
And all those things.
I don't know. I thought he was a little.
He looked like he was made of like garbage bags filled with like terracotta clay. I was like, he's gonna crumble. He's just gonna fall apart when someone goes.
Corey and I actually watched the movie together, and I actually made a remark about this where it really seems like, I don't know how it happened, but his face just flattened, and his eyes and his mouth have just they're sinking in, but somehow like the rest of his face is pushed forward.
It's like a live skeleton almost.
It really is. It's very disturbing to watch. It's very
it's a square face.
So when they surround and beat
square.
the shit out of him, like he's going to just die. Like, and no, he's not.
So the Terminator Dark Fate script was written by David S. Goyer, Justin Rhodes, and Billy Ray. We familiar with any of these guys?
Goyer joint, yeah.
Yeah, so David S. Goyer does a lot of work in the comic book film space. He was responsible for the Blade trilogy. He actually directed the third one, Blade Trinity, the one with Ryan Reynolds. That kind of stinks.
That's a gem. I mean,
is it?
Oh my god.
Okay. Justin Rhodes. Justin Rhodes. This is his only real notable credit. Although apparently he is working on RoboCop Returns. If we are interested in that.
Oh, does he have to come back? Can he just not?
Can he not? Can he stay
not
where he
return?
was?
He was fine. I mean, we're good.
Feels like it's ringing a familiar theme for him.
Yeah. And then Billy Ray has a lot of writing credits in his IMDb. He did work on Volcano, a movie that may or may not be discussed on a later episode of this podcast. He also wrote
after watching. So.
He also wrote State of Play and Shattered Glass, couple solid journalism movies. Yeah. And then he also wrote Captain Phillips, which is a movie I very much enjoy, the Tom Hanks movie.
Oh, is that was like I'm the captain now? Like that
it's when Tom Hanks is on a boat and the boat gets taken over by Somalian pirates.
Yeah. The answer is yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I am the captain now.
I am the captain now.
Yeah. Yes.
And then Rambo Last Blood is written by Matthew, I'm going to get this name wrong, but Sirulnik, Sylvester Stallone himself, and Dan Gordon. Matt Sirulnik, only real noteworthy credit was Paid in Full.
I don't even know what that is.
Good movie from the early 2000s. Wood Harris is in that movie from The Wire fame.
Define good.
It's just like a solid hangout movie. All black cast, really good stuff. I enjoy that movie quite a bit. Sly Stallone, we all know him. He always shows up writing and directing in pretty much every franchise he's ever been in.
I call him Mr. Montage.
Yeah. Rocky, The Expendables.
Like half that movie was a montage. It was like, how long is he getting ready for this fight? Like, holy shit.
I have a question, though. I mean, in terms of Sly Stallone's writing credit on this, is this, and this is how I just envision it going, unless people have told stories about it that I'm unaware of, it's, hey, we wrote this script and Sly Stallone's cool. I'm going to look at it, and then rewrites it all himself.
Yeah, I think that's normally how it goes because, like...
He's got that energy.
He's the draw.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the reason that they're making it.
Is he the draw?
They didn't make... Do you think they made
They're
Rambo
not
Last
making
Blood
Rambo Last Blood without Sly Stallone.
For the for the daughter character? I don't know.
Yeah, and that was also a mistake, as we learned. So he always does work on these franchises that he's involved in, The Expendables, Rocky, etc.
He's on a tour.
Dan Gordon... He wrote Surf Ninjas, ridiculous movie that was very important to my childhood, and it is exactly like it sounds. He was also involved in Wyatt Earp, another movie we may or may not discuss on this podcast. And also The Hurricane with Denzel. Solid movie.
Great movie.
Which one was The Hurricane?
The Hurricane was when he was the boxer who got
Yep.
arrested for killing someone. I forget the Hurricane's exact story, but it's with Denzel. Solid movie from the late 90s.
Boxer in prison, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, the scripts, the talent involved with that. Do we have preferences here in terms of Rambo bringing his violent jaunts to the home front versus Terminator following this kind of franchise revival note by note?
I mean, they're all played, man. I don't know. Like, I can't handle the right-wing wet dream that was that Last Blood movie. And I also really can't. I think the reason, like, so the Terminator was rebooted 3 times in the last decade and a half.
Terminator Salvation, Terminator Genesis, and now Terminator Dark Fate.
And they were all supposed to be trilogies.
Yes, they were all supposed to turn into another reboot of the entire thing.
And you know, the American people spoke, and they're like, "We don't fucking need that. We don't need this anymore. Like, why do you stop? Just stop. Please stop." And I think it's because and we were talking a little bit because I went back and watched the first Terminator and then the First Blood for the first time, which was really nice. I'm a big fan now of the first Rambo movie, not the other one, the first one. And like those were like really solid films, that were really well written and really interesting and broke some ground. And I mean, but Terminator, like, I mean, it's like you can't. It's that whole thing is like, I'm going to go back in time and kill Hitler. It's like, why not go back in time and like raise him properly? You know what I mean? Like, why not like, why you got to kill Sarah Connor? Like, there's no other ways you can make this happen. Go back and give Sarah Connor like a mild meth addiction and see how that works out. Like, I don't know, like, why so violent? Like, if like machines are so fucking smart, it just seems, I mean, I guess it's the simplest way, but like, is it? Because when you watch these things and it's pure carnage, there's just people dying, so much collateral damage for just like, one girl, like if you just got her a taste of black tar, you might just erase the whole thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, or like, yeah. So like,
I think it's
the baby
fascinating.
Hitler problem. Like, don't go back and kill him. Go back and teach him, like, you know, to paint better, or like, you know, to be a good friend to his neighbors, and maybe, you know, take him to Seder dinner and see how that works. Like, everyone's friends now. I don't get it. Like,
I think it's fascinating that you went from meth to opiates. Like,
that's how it goes.
That's how Yost relates.
That's how it rolls. Like, how do you do drugs? Like,
we do it a little differently, I think, you and I.
Yeah, you got to take the edge off meth, man. Like, you can't just meth it out all day long.
But no, I mean,
But you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's these. I think they just didn't. I mean, these scripts are just like, dude, come on, you just went with the same shit. I don't know. That's
well, okay. So if we're gonna compare the two, I think in theory there's one that should be better, right? I think that. At least in terms of like going to this premises of at least Rambo being, like, as you said, the right wing wet dream, it should be the one that I should root against. However, I just didn't, in terms of execution, I didn't really care for Dark Fate in terms of like what the storyline was trying to get across to me. And I say that because I've completely really forgot what happened in that movie because it felt so unimportant.
Well, the last 40 minutes of it is a fight scene.
So the last 40 minutes is an extended fight scene.
Yeah, it's only like a little bit of dialogue, and then they just fight all over the place.
Yeah,
I know, but I'm trying to figure out, like, I have these notes in here and the context. I'm just like, but why? Where did that happen?
No, I'm completely with you. I think the scripts, like, I cannot in good conscience go for Rambo Last Blood because, like you said, it's a right wing wet dream. Mm-hmm. We'll get more into that, but Terminator Dark Fate also, like. It's 30 minutes of good and then another hour and a half of just like really just dragging it out over and over again. There could have been so much tightening on that thing.
This could have been a half hour like little short film.
Isn't that how the first? I mean, I'll give the credit to the fact that both of these are the last installments and probably the last installment, so to speak.
Hopefully.
And then I watched the first one because I wanted some context. So they weren't that far from the first movie. The Terminator is like just a long. Action sequence staccatoed with, you know, a few different things, and like one of the like longest sex scene, like gratuitously long sex scene, which I guess like means they're in love. I think James Cameron is a sociopath, so I think he's like
accurate.
Now they're in love. Look at, they had sex with their shirt off, and you're like, I don't know, man, is that really love? And then it's like, so then Rambo does the same thing. Rambo is a continuous. I mean, what's missing is like kind of especially at the end of the first Rambo, where like the point of it is that he's got PTSD, that no one cares about Vietnam vets and everyone treated him like shit, and like that's what started this whole thing. So I don't know. There was no nutritive value for Last Blood for me. It was just like he just sits on the porch, is like cool. I don't know, man. Like
Yeah, I got problems with both.
oh, for sure. But at least in Dark Fate, like they had a few moments where like a little bit of humor. Like he went to go to put his sunglasses on, he didn't. I was like, all right, like.
I also really like the line where Arnold reveals his gun warehouse and then is like, "Well, this is Texas." That was a nice line.
Yeah.
Enjoyed that.
Yeah.
That felt cheap, but it didn't make me laugh.
Oh, well, you're just dead inside. I don't know what to tell you.
For some reason, both Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sly Stallone think that, their characters immediately relatable, or like, oh, I care about that person because they saved 2 brown people from like their own like terrible. Like,
that's all it took.
It's all it took, and then you're like, oh, well, he's not a bad robot anymore because he was beating them. So like, no, it's like, oh, Jesus Christ, really? Is that what you like? The same thing on the other side. It was literally the same story. It was like both the mother and daughter Mexican women had been beaten. We don't see it; it's off screen by this person, and this robot Sly Stallone as a robot came along and like saved.
Have to protect or get revenge.
So apparently, like if you just so it's like, oh god, it's just really like I don't know, it's just not a touch a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Let's go to the directors of these 2 movies. We have Tim Miller as the director of Terminator: Dark Fate and Adrian Grunberg as the director of Rambo: Last Blood. Tim Miller, he did Deadpool, the first one.
Good
one. Good movie. Don't care for the second one too much, but the first Deadpool is pretty dope.
I could fuck with all 3. That's fine.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
Yeah.
And then Adrian Grunberg also has only one other directorial credit. It is a movie called Get the Gringo. It is a 2012 movie with Mel Gibson that I did not know existed.
Oof.
I knew it existed.
Mel in his good years.
That's about as far.
Was 2012 a good year for Mel? I don't think so.
I mean, I think it's all been gravy for that guy. I don't know. I haven't read any news. Do you know something I don't? Like, I think he loves everybody.
I think he's
a big fan of everyone, right?
I think he's thriving in these current times, actually, right now. I think this is like his moment.
Fucking terrible to say. Yeah, I think most people
it's terrible, but I'm just trying to be truthful.
Yeah, but all those people are now is like, oh, I can say these terrible things out loud. You're
you can be president now.
Yeah,
it's true. That's true.
So Mel Gibson, watch out. That's actually.
Let's not go there.
All right.
All right. So I will say
he
for
did
me,
What Women Want. He's got it. All right. Sorry.
What Women Want's a dope movie. I don't care what anyone says. But Tim Miller, he has some flashes in Terminator: Dark Fate. Some of the action sequences are pretty good.
Oh yeah, pretty banger.
Especially the introductory scene where they're doing the chase sequence with the big kind of dump truck. That there's some flashes in there where I see kind of like him flexing a little bit. Adrian Grunberg, not much. I didn't see much that was like really standing out to me in terms of the shots.
I think
pretty vanilla.
He gripped up like Sly's bagels for him. Like I think Sly ran this show.
Sly ran this show.
I kind of feel like I got one scene in particular I thought was shot wonderfully.
Okay, hit us.
The heart scene? You're going to go ahead and tell me that you weren't like just rooting on him, cutting, like one, telling him, I'm going to rip your heart out. And then
show it to you.
Show it to you. 2, literally doing that, cutting his chest open, ripping out his heart and being like,
but I mean, how long did that stick? I mean, the guy's like, "Oh, my heart," and he was dead. Like, it wasn't like, "Holy shit!" I think he was pretty much just like passed out from the pain. It just was. It was for him.
I'm
is all I'm saying.
Surprised that's the thing you're taking away from.
It was for him. It wasn't for that guy. You know what I mean?
It was for him.
It was fun.
It was for him and all of us.
Oh yes, yeah, but it wasn't for the dying guy, unfortunately.
I never get that. Like, you have to have some very religious viewpoints to think like this is going to traumatize them in the afterlife or something. No, he's just dead. Like,
he's out. He's done. He's done.
It's done. Like,
that's a baller move on his way. I'm like, see ya, and you're just waving his heart beating.
Yeah.
Listen, it is a baller move, and I love that. That is the only scene in this movie that I really enjoy. But like,
honestly,
I just wanted
it's what brought it all together.
I want him to cut away from all the music and all this stuff, and just like a camera, like in a wide thing, and he's just still holding this dead dude who's just kind of flopping, and he's just like, "Yep, I'm holding this dude's heart in my hand." Like, no, that was like. I don't think he self-reflects as much as we all think that Sly or Rambo does. I mean,
I propose by the time he got back to his porch, just sat down and then just reaches into his pocket, and there it is.
Yeah. It's
And
like
he
an
just kinda-
apple.
He looks
Did
at
you
it.
start munching on it?
Just like a
Ooh, I
fucking
wasn't
apple.
saying that. I thought he was just gonna look at it with like
Just
some
like-
sort of like I don't know what.
And then
word
put it
he
in a
used for
case,
it.
frame it,
Nope, just sit there, and then the camera just continues to pan out.
pan out slowly. I like that.
Yeah,
That would have been a fitting ending.
that would have been the fitting ending. So
Because it was for him. That's what I'm saying.
it was for us.
It was for all of us.
It was
Gotcha.
for
I forget that
gosh,
people watch
I don't know
movies.
whose freedom.
If you've ever seen one of my films, you'll understand why I say that.
All right, and so that's the directors. Now let's take into account some of the actors involved.
They can hear you.
Oh, that's right.
So let's take into account some of the actors involved. We are going to do a separate thing where we kind of discuss the new introductions to this franchise. So I want to focus in just here on the franchise holdovers, the kind of all-stars of this. So in Terminator Dark Fate, you have Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor. You have Arnold Schwarzenegger as Carl / the T-800. Sly Stallone as Rambo coming back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for me, I always love Sarah Connor. Think she's a legendary character. In this, not the best.
I drink,
Has a couple moments.
I kill Terminators. Like, no,
Dude, I mean, it was one of the
Cool.
more badass things where she just like, and I can't remember. I know it was in her introduction. Like, oh, Sarah's here, and she just no look drops a grenade on someone to just.
Yep.
but then she's like,
get rid
I'll
of
be
them.
back. It's like, no, stop.
They give her the "I'll be
Stop.
back" line.
Stop
That's
it.
a thing that happens.
Stop it.
I don't know. That one hurt me. It felt like it. I don't.
It felt like her heart wasn't in it, really.
It felt like a neutered performance.
Yeah, it felt
Sarah
felt a
Connor.
bit like a cash grab.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Do you feel?
I heard
as
the sound
though-
of the cash machine going, or a cash register.
Do you feel that it was like she didn't have her heart because it was in Sly Stallone's hand? Oh,
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
all right.
Arnold Schwarzenegger also in this movie. Terminators have always been one of my favorite roles for him because Arnold as an actor is pretty robotic. So just using him as a little robot,
Yeah,
it
he's-
really works.
Yeah.
The only other times I really like Arnold as an actor is when he's making fun of himself in movies like True Lies or Total Recall, because then it's kind of in on the joke. So I've always liked these roles. I think he's pretty funny in this. The "This is
He even
Texas"
says
line.
it. He says it, and I'm extremely funny.
extremely
I have that
hilarious.
written
Yeah.
down.
Yes, yeah.
But then I also wrote next to it didn't hit well.
Didn't hit
The
that,
line
that
well?
line didn't hit well, or he
Yeah, it
didn't.
didn't
hit well?
land.
It
was-
landed for me. I liked it.
It was in a weird spot. I'll go with you. Is it like now's the time to get cheeky?
Oh, now we're gonna make a joke, Arnold. Oh,
No
sorry,
one told
Carl.
what's her name, the new lady, that they could have a little fun with it. She was very serious.
Yeah.
What's her name? Mackenzie.
Mackenzie Davis.
Mackenzie Davis. Yeah. No. People are like have fun with it. She's like, nah. I'm not gonna do that.
I'm not gonna do
I'm
that.
gonna be very serious about this all the time. I'm like, all right.
To be fair, I don't know if Linda did either.
I don't think. Well, again, I mean, she delivered it like cha-ching, cha-ching,
Yeah.
cha-ching, so.
Yeah.
Fair.
And then there's Sly Stallone as Rambo. Always been a big fan of these roles for him.
Is it
Didn't
because it
feel
was
like-
Rambo with empathy for everyone other than Mexicans.
Well, you could argue that his niece is of Latina descent. Doesn't like the bad Mexicans, we'll say, but I mean, I wasn't big on.
Bad hombres is what we're supposed to be
my
using in the
God.
context of this film.
It was
I
literally
guess.
like, oh, hey, all brown people just are pimps and drug dealers. Like, except for the ones that are little baby daughters or grandmamas. And you're like, holy fuck.
It has a very limited viewpoint on humanity south of the
Yeah.
border. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Sly Stallone, I mean, he's fine. I don't have a problem with anything that he's doing in this movie, but he is looking every bit of 70 something in this movie. Like you said, he kind of looks like a skeleton. His face is sinking in.
Yeah.
But you know,
looks
he's
very fragile.
He's there doing Rambo things.
He was very fragile
I don't
in
think-
this movie.
I know. I just feel
Emotionally
like he-
fragile,
I think both.
both physically and emotionally fragile.
Well, did you see his first introduction to the gang? I guess didn't go well.
Did not go well.
No.
Yeah, what was his thoughts there? He's just gonna walk
I don't.
right up?
I don't know what the thought
was like,
process was.
I think it was I still got it, and then
oof.
no, I don't
you
have
don't?
this. They are.
You're
feeding the
75 years
living
old. They are
shit out of me.
breaking all your bones right now. I don't know. And 4 days later, he's like, I'm fine.
I will
You're
say
like-
he swelled up very quickly. I feel
Yeah.
like his eyes swelled shut just like immediately, and I think
know.
there's at least a couple of minutes that should have passed.
There's
When was the last
there's a
time-
real quick cut to him
Yeah.
away, and
Like,
then all of a sudden
the
he
eye,
is all
the-
messed
yeah, the
up.
whole-
Yeah.
Have you ever seen someone get the living shit kicked out of them?
Well, we're doing an MMA anyway, but it's
I forget that you like
yeah.
He's a big MMA fan.
But, like, in, like,
people.
real life?
I like to watch people beat the shit out of each other in a cage.
He watches it a lot.
We should go to Troy. You can watch it in real life. Just mess with me.
Lived in Troy for several years.
That's right.
All right, so
That's right. You have.
taking into account all these pieces, the directors, the scripts, the actors, we're not big on these, but we do have to declare a winner. There are no ties here.
Okay.
So, Beam, start us off. How are you scoring this round of the opening with the talent involved?
This is round one.
Round one.
This is round one. I mean, I think I have to give it a 10-9 to Terminator, just in terms of that. Like, the storyline itself, I don't necessarily care for, and some of the execution, but, like...
In Terminator.
But, like, you kind of got to give it to it. If I'm going to be fair here, there seemed like a bit more effort was put into this one. So I got to give it to Terminator.
There was definitely a little bit more effort to it. Some people were giving it more than others. Arnold was there for it. Linda Hamilton less so. Everyone was there for it in Rambo, but I cannot get around that script and just how limited its viewpoint was. And
Is that Sly's viewpoint now, you think? Has he gone full right?
I have no idea, honestly. I don't know about his politics, but like, if it is reflective of this movie, my God. So I can't stump for Rambo in that with that script. So I got to go 10-9 Dark Fate. I agree with Beam. It's got some pacing issues for sure. It could have been at least a half an hour shorter, that movie. But all in all, decent script, decent effort, some really good scenes in there in Terminator Dark Fate for me.
No, you say 10-9, 8, 10-8. What are you saying? What am I saying?
That's the score.
10-9. I mean, this is more just trying to say, like, I think Terminator edged it out on this one.
Yeah.
It was a close round.
These terms are fighting terms.
These are fighting terms. This is how they score it. 10-8 would be a really dominant performance. 10-7 was if we deducted something, for instance, we could deduct a point for Rambo's script, like if you wanted to.
You want to go 10-8 because Rambo went right leaning?
Oh,
that's
so
going to be part of our rules.
10's your top.
10 is the top. That's the winner.
10's the winner, essentially.
Gotcha. And 9 is like...
If it's a more dominant performance, then you could say it's like a 10-8.
Can I go like 10-1?
Or if it's like an
10-2?
ultimate dominant performance, we can go 10-7 if you really want to do that.
Ooh, no. I'll go, for Dark Fate, for sure. Yeah.
Well, what's your score? Is it 10-9?
I'm going to go 10-7, man. Very dominant.
Wow. Okay. I think we need to now take an investigation into your standards of judging for a 10-7 round, because it just feels like you're handicapping.
Well,
you're handicapping.
Wait, are you going to like tally all these up?
Yeah.
That's
how we
No, I'm just going to randomly give out scores.
Oh, I didn't know like what if he won the round, and it's like, again, I don't watch a lot of this stuff, fighting stuff, so I don't know.
It's like we should have had a conversation with you specifically.
You did, but like I was let's pretend I didn't listen.
Pretend.
I'll just assume. All right. So I'll go 10-8.
10-8, I think is fair.
I think that's fair.
I'll go 10-8.
All right. So
now I know.
Terminator Dark Fate wins from all three of us in the first round. Let's go to the second round. This is franchise revival hallmark number 1. In the franchise revivals, you always have to introduce new characters to the story.
Sure you do.
In Terminator Dark Fate, we have the introduction of 3 new folks that are of note. We have Mackenzie Davis as Grace, a sort of hybrid human/robot. She was augmented, as they say in the movie. You have Natalia Reyes as Danny Ramos. She is the modern John Connor, so to speak. And we also have Gabrielle Luna as the big bad, the Rev 9. Mm-hmm. In Rambo Last Blood, we have Yvette Monreal, which is the niece, Gabriella. We have Paz Vega, the reporter. She's also Gabriella? No, that's not right. I don't remember her name. And then we have Sergio Perez Mencheta, I think is how you pronounce his name.
The cheese?
He is, kind of. He is the big bad, the head of the kidnapping, sex trafficking
they were
ring.
the fucking worst, man.
Oh, and like basically
so
the
bad.
rest of Mexico too, because remember you can't trust anyone else in Mexico.
Apparently not. Not according to this film.
But he was so bad when he's like, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm gonna, like, just like, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, oh god. It was like he.
So Yost,
and he
what do you
tried
think?
so hard. He tried so hard. You're watching him try so fucking hard to be like, oh, I'm the Rambo movie. And you're like, no, you're not killing it, bro. Like
he really goes for the villainy.
Yeah.
He really tries to send it.
Yeah. And he's like, but the thing is, like, you're sitting here like, these girls are nothing to me. They don't give a shit about. These are objects to me. It's like, then let her go. There's other little girls you can kidnap out there. Like, just
Yeah,
let her
but
go.
then you wouldn't be a villain if you did that.
I know, but like,
Yeah,
like,
he's playing with his objects now.
oh my god, it's just like,
That actually sounds weird.
yeah.
So I'm not real familiar with any of these actors, to be honest with you.
Hadn't noticed any of them, but yeah.
Yeah, Sergio Perez Mencheta, the big bad. He is also in Meg 2: The Trench, which is a movie I can't explain why I enjoy.
It's a giant shark.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, it's totally great.
Yep. Paz Vega was in Spanglish Once Upon a Time, which is a movie I saw once on a date and never watched
Woody
again.
Allen movie?
No, I don't think that's a Woody Allen movie. Maybe? I don't remember. I watched it once. Don't really remember her in it. She was in a movie called Talk to Her, but not much else to her credits. Not doing a lot. In Terminator Dark Fate, you got Mackenzie Davis, who is a national treasure, in my opinion. Happiest Season, That Awkward Moment, Blade Runner 2049, The Martian. She is wonderful. James Brooks. Spanglish, okay. But Mackenzie Davis, she's a national treasure.
She's Halt and Catch Fire.
Halt and Catch Fire, great show. Love that show.
What else was she in? Sorry.
The Martian, Blade Runner 2049.
2049, but she's only in it, like, briefly, right?
Yeah, she's not in a super lot, but she plays kind of bit roles in a lot of these like franchise or these like blockbuster movies. Like she was also one of the scientists in The Martian that shows up.
Oh, right.
She's always doing great. Happiest Season, when she was in that as a lesbian who is going home to meet her parents and is going to come out, and it kind of all goes wrong.
Oh, right. I've seen it.
2020, big holiday movie. Really enjoyed that. So Mackenzie Davis, national treasure. Natalia Reyes, not a lot of credits that I recognize.
I liked her.
I liked her. I think she did good in this movie.
I thought she brought it. I thought if they had done what we kind of talked. Actually, I was more thinking this could have been like a half-hour like prequel to like what the new, basically introducing. What was her character's name in it?
Danny Ramos.
Danny Ramos. I feel like it could have been like a way to introduce like basically handing the torch off to her kind of thing and letting it run.
Well, that was
I
the
actually
idea.
liked. Well, yeah, we just didn't need it for an hour and a half. So
Too long. They wanted to make two more of
prequel and
those
then
things.
doing like her movie as an
Gotcha.
introductory, because I actually thought she held it. I kind of wish she was carrying it more than Linda every now and again.
I agree. I thought she was pretty great in it. Gabriel Luna, also in this movie. He is in The Last of Us, which is a great television show.
Oh, yeah, he's the brother.
He's the brother of Pedro Pascal's character. I mean, he's a pretty menacing figure.
He plays the bad guy well. I would not like to be around him.
No.
But here's
when he's angry.
No, like his like the whole look of him was great, but like then at the end, like he's just like, you should just give her to me. Like he was like being a villain, and like he's a robot. They're not supposed to be. They're not villainous.
That's not his fault.
No, but I mean, like that's the writing. I mean, that's the.
It is the writing, but like the way you perform it.
Yeah.
Also, like you need to be a bit robotic. I did really enjoy when he kind of started mimicking other people, like when they were at the Mexican or the immigration detention facility, and he was like imitating like a good old Southern boy. I thought he did a good job of that. I thought it was like appropriate. So
And
I
he had
like
good
some of the
changes
stuff.
in his face. Like you could see him just go from like being like he fell into that dude's shed, and then he's like, but he didn't really mean it because he's a robot. But like it was actually going well until that moment. Like he's like. Like he just is like an evil guy, like give her to me. You're like, oh, dude, you're a robot, and like you don't care. You don't give a shit if all you have to do is kill her. Like you don't care what these people think.
Well, I mean,
he's being kind of like what's that word? I can never remember that word. Whenever someone's being like being very arch.
Being very arch. Yeah.
He's got a mission, man. He's trying to complete it.
Yeah,
He's determined.
but he's at the third shade. He's a fucking robot, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fine.
I mean, it's less
You try
funny
to
though.
scare him, it doesn't matter. He's already scared the shit out of him.
I would be
He
very
did good.
scared.
Yeah, no, I mean that guy coming at me, and then all of a sudden he turns into two people.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I mean,
poop my
I
pants
really
a
don't want to disparage any of the actors in Rambo Last Blood. I feel like none of them were given much to do, except for the Sergio, the big bad, the villain. He is really chewing scenery though when he is on the screen. I mean, Paz Vega and Yvette Monreal, they're just not given anything to do. That's not their fault. They're doing the best with it that they can, but like they're just not given much. Sergio's not very good in this, chewing scenery all over the place, not in a good way.
I met him, and the previous 15 minutes before that, I was like, okay, they're going to abduct her because her friend's going to bring. Like it just was like I'm gonna. I paused it, wrote everything down. I think is going to happen. It literally happened moment to moment.
Nope by note.
Nope by note. I was like, oh fuck me. Like,
I also love that the reporter was like, I forget what, even if they said a publication or like, what reporter work are you doing? Like
you used to be a reporter. Did you ever get involved this heavily with the cartel or?
No.
No, probably not. Right?
No, I didn't at all. No,
like if you
but
saw,
I also was covering like I don't know Troy.
Yeah.
Schenectady, which I don't know.
Not Mexico City.
Yeah, I don't know how much of the cartel was hanging around.
I don't know how much of the cartel is actually hanging out in all of Mexico either. That's what I'm saying. Is like they kind of just paint it like every time you go into Mexico, the cartel is everywhere. And I'm sure there's very much a lot of cartel activity in Mexico, but like there are people that live their lives. Like it's not like every corner is just like people with cell phones and guns. Well, you know what? Maybe I don't know. Maybe I should shut my mouth because I haven't been in Mexico in a while and I don't know.
What I will say is that like she's involving herself in the story way too much.
Well,
coming in and taking care of Rambo.
Well,
like,
her
I don't think that's
her
how
sister
you're supposed to be
also
as
was kidnapped. That's why she is invested.
Fucking check your bias at the door. That's what I'm saying.
I have to.
All right?
I have to admit that I did hit the 2X button whenever their scenes were because I was like, there's no chemistry. There's nothing happening.
There's nothing happening there, and it's not. Again, it's the writing. Do y'all remember that movie?
In that movie?
No. Do y'all remember that movie Man on Fire?
Oh yeah.
Where Denzel puts like an ass bomb and some guys. Yeah,
exactly.
that was like
I think there's more a bomb up someone's ass, but yes.
That's an ass bomb.
There's an investigative journalist character that Denzel and her really actually team up, and there's chemistry, and they're like really working together in that movie. Mm-hmm. That could have been a dynamic that they played on here, and it would have worked quite well, but they just did nothing with that character. Like her only job in the movie was to nurse Rambo back to health, and then it was like, well,
kind of give him some background, understanding.
Yeah, everything was kind of just an A to B sort of thing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think the context really mattered in some instances.
It's not
brutal too, man.
It just would have taken some thought.
All right, so now we got to score this round. How we going? Yost, you're up first.
New people?
The new people to the franchise.
It's gonna go 10-9 to Dark Fate for sure.
I find it fascinating you gave this one a 10-9.
I just learned this scoring system, so I'm glad you're fascinated with it.
I know.
I'm fascinated by what it means, but I think I've got it figured out. 10-7 seems like I got to rethink everything. 10-8, or like I really feel for it.
10-8 was a good clawing back for you.
Yeah, 10-8 was
I'll
appropriate.
go 10-8 again for Dark Fate again.
Ooh, okay.
Because I really don't.
I think we're sealing the fate of.
I really don't like Last Blood,
you know what? People should just stop listening.
It's got a chance.
Turn it off.
No.
We figured out the score already. It's. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, if there's a round for brutality, then we're going to be reversed. So.
Beam, how are you scoring this round?
I have to give it a 10-8 the Terminator. I mean, if you really think about it, this is a round of dominance. And as much as I had fun with Rambo Last Blood, and I'm now kind of rethinking what my first round score should have been, but the problem is it's written down, it's submitted, it's in.
Oh, yeah.
But I will say that just like if I'm gonna like really focus on like the new characters here, there was actually substance provided by the new characters in Terminator.
More so, yeah.
For Yvette Monreal, she just kind of died right away. You like had a bit of an attachment, and then she's gone. Heroin overdose. Very interesting overdose, the way that it went, just the peaks and valleys of it.
So she also just like she was okay for a while and then she OD'd?
That's the part that I wasn't sure about. It seemed like she was ODing and then was okay
Right.
and then went back to ODing. But
And
I don't know.
Yeah, this is a tricky place to like start walking, like because
I don't know.
From my experience,
I never OD'd, I guess.
don't.
Oh, all right.
It's not
Generally
good.
speaking, you're gonna have a bad time.
Generally don't have do
So
that.
I've heard.
But like from my experience, it does it. She would have done that in the whorehouse that he got, the sex worker house that he pulled her out of.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have had the same impact.
Hey man, I'm here. I'm a progressive gentleman.
I hate the right wing now. The whorehouse.
But you know what I mean? It just seemed awfully convenient for her to die in his car. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think, for me, it's definitely a 10-8 round, and it's nothing against the folks in Rambo Last Blood. They're just given nothing to do. There's a lot of contributions being made by the folks in Terminator Dark Fate, in my opinion,
They're working real
especially
hard.
Mackenzie Davis and Natalia Reyes
Davis
really
gave it, yeah.
doing great stuff. I was a big fan, and Gabriel Luna, he's convincing. There's some parts.
Yeah.
I hear you, Yost, but
No, overall, man.
overall, a convincing and valid Terminator, in my opinion. All right, let's go to round 3 now. In round 3, this is where
Stop yelling at me.
we explore our titular 80s characters, the Terminator and Rambo, and how they have both now decided to live their lives as doomsday preppers.
Interesting. Yeah.
Rambo, he is building tunnels underneath his house, and Arnold is living way off the grid. He has a warehouse full of guns because it's Texas. And there's a bonus here. Both of them have an interesting kind of glory years hobby / career. Carl is doing drapes and Rambo is ranching.
Yes. Breaking in horses.
Yes. So I just found it fascinating.
That takes a lot of patience as well.
Yeah, I just found it fascinating that in both these movies, we have doomsday preppers that have this kind of interesting side hobby that is kind of, drapes as a robot feels very appropriate. Rambo finding peace in breaking horses feels
why?
appropriate.
I feel
Why
like
does
I feel
Robot
when they were
feel
writing the
appropriate?
script, they put up his name and a bunch of things he could have been that were kind of funny.
Carl the florist, Carl the draperist.
They just just threw a dart at it, and the drapist it is.
I thought it was a great joke personally.
I feel like Drapus is just, we're one letter away from getting weird.
I'm a full on
Carl's drapery, I think, was the actual term.
Carl's drapery.
Draperyist.
You know what's funny?
I don't know how you say that career.
I saw this in the outline you sent about the drapes, and again, this is how forgettable this movie was to me. I'm like, when the fuck did they talk about drapes?
It was on his truck, on his van.
I probably saw
And
that.
then there was a moment where he was like they were just bored. It's like a scene where they're just waiting around for the army guy to get there. And they're like, well, actually, about the drapes, just you get the right color. You don't want to do the thing. I can't do an Arnold.
Dude, it
what
literally,
the fuck
the
is happening
drapes
right now?
in the brain right out immediately for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah.
But you say preppers. They did so Rambo.
They're preppers with hobbies.
Yeah, but Rambo is a prepper by nature. He's a
because he's a soldier.
He's a guerrilla warfare person. And that goes back to T2 even, where Sarah Connor knows all these people, where she's a prepper because she knows the end of the world's coming. So I didn't think it was that far off.
No, I think it totally made the doomsday prepper thing totally makes sense.
Right.
The hobbies is where it's a little bit interesting, but I just find it interesting that both movies kind of did that. I think it's absolutely appropriate for the character.
Could you imagine either the end is coming or you're just waiting for the end to come? Do you white knuckle it or do you start crafting? Do you
I think you start doing
crafting?
some stuff.
After just sitting white knuckled for a year and a half in your house, just being shit's coming. You just you know what I gotta.
There's only one way, and it's forward.
Yeah, knitting.
You gotta do it.
I could do some knitting while I'm waiting. When do you just stop being a fucking full on just dead eyed psycho, just sitting there waiting for all the shit
For
to
the
go
end to
down?
come?
Then when do you just pick up start Macklemoring? What is it? Not Macklemoring. What's that Macklemore?
You're talking about thrift shopping?
Thrift shopping or
Well, you would be right with the Macklemore thing.
Yeah. Anyways, it's just I don't know. I could see it.
Yeah.
I wasn't surprised by it.
I really think though that in terms of practical drapes during say the apocalypse comes, how important are drapes? If the apocalypse comes and you've got ranching abilities, kind of seems like that's a winning move.
Yeah, well, the other guy's also a Terminator, so
He is a robot.
he's a killing machine.
Okay, but
robot.
if we're going to talk about like the execution of their doomsday prepping and their hobbies,
Gotcha.
are we just going to default because he's a robot?
A little bit.
A little bit.
That's fair.
I mean,
He is a robot.
and therein lies the problem of the whole franchise. That's what I'm talking about. Like, they just, like, I really
Then
like.
what are we even doing here?
I don't know, but that's why I liked what Mackenzie came back. Mackenzie Davis, like, her character was like an augmented person. Like, I was waiting for all these different
Augmented.
things. Did I say
Augmented.
What did I say? Augmented.
Augmented.
Like, it's automated but augmented. It's
Yeah.
augmented.
Good.
Like, thank you, I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like that's something different. It's a little different. It's not just like
What was
do
the
the same
reason
thing
for
over.
that too? By the way, I know we're kind of going backwards a little bit. The augmented, why?
Well, she was gonna die,
Yeah.
and this was the only way to save her.
She was
is to, like,
dying
turn
breathing
her
Dandian, actually.
part robot.
Yeah.
Literally forgot everything with this movie. I don't know why. Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Anyway,
totally
sorry,
fair.
I didn't mean to
My-
go
yeah,
backwards,
but my other point with Rambo: Last Blood, and I'm gonna give it the slight edge in this round.
Is it because of the tunnels?
It's because of the tunnels
Yep.
and the way that they utilize the doomsday prepping in the story. Like, the tunnels are pretty cool. Like, they party in them at the beginning. It's like a place of lightness, and then it
weird.
becomes a place of revenge. They actually utilize the tunnels like warehouse full of guns. Like, you could have done something a bit more creative with your doomsday prepping.
Right,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, but what
it's
are you
just
gonna-
whatever. The
what are you-
tunnels played a role
What's
here,
with
and I
your
liked
uncle,
it.
man? Oh, he just likes tunnels and he's a little weird.
Well, what are you going to do with the
look,
line,
the
though?
tunnels.
What? We're in Texas. I mean, what else are you going to do?
Well, there's a lot of things you could do. You could be a ranch hand in Texas.
That's a really
There's
good
lots of
point.
cowboys
That's a really
in
good
Texas.
point. That's a really good point.
Oh, yeah.
You could have
Sly
done
likes
more.
the tunnel.
You could have
Yeah.
done more with it, is my point. So I am going to give the slight edge 10-9 to Rambo: Last Blood in this round. I just like that they have these similarities, these old 80s characters
Sure.
doing their thing.
Do you think Arnold and Sly Stallone like checked in with each other on that one? Like, do you think were there?
Yeah, they were in the Expendables together. They're
Right? They're cool with each other
They're
now.
How
cool
many
with
of
each
those
other.
are there? Or this is another movie, or this is another podcast.
That's a fair question.
I think there's like 5 of them.
4, I believe.
4 of them. Jesus Christ.
Too many.
3 too many.
But yeah, I think they probably kept up with one another while they
Yeah.
were doing this. Like,
Hey, I'm
hey,
doing Terminator
hey,
again.
I'm gonna
Dude,
do
I'm doing
Rambo.
Rambo again.
We're bringing it back.
Sly's doing tunnels. Don't do tunnels, Arnold.
I can't do tunnels. I got to do the warehouse
I-
with the guns.
I gotta do like.
You know what I'm not going to do?
An Arnold
An
voice.
impression. Yeah, I'm staying
can't
away
do
from
it.
it. Yeah.
Fair point.
I just wanted to stay
Oh,
away from
Sly likes the balls. Give the balls.
All right, so I got this 10-9. Beam, how are you scoring this one?
it. I appreciate how you tried to bring that back.
You know what story I'm talking about.
No, I didn't.
Oh, no,
Actually,
okay, oh, all right.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, same with how I watched Terminator: Dark Fate. Just I tuned out. Apparently,
Do you tune out when your children talk to you?
nope. Is the
Liar.
correct answer. Anyway, I think, you know, because of the tunnels, I'm giving it a 10-8 to Rambo.
Okay.
I mean, those tunnels are dope, and what he does with the tunnels, I'm talking like a medieval Home Alone like attack. It was amazing. Using boards with nails attached to them and just having them swing and hitting people right in the dick. I'm here for it.
Yeah. That was
So-
my favorite part of the movie, actually.
I mean, again, the heart part. Like, so I think what.
So brutal, too.
I-
He's blowing people's fucking heads off with just one shot of a shotgun. I was like,
Oh, dude, it was
fuck yeah, dude.
so.
Are their heads made of water balloons? What the fuck is happening right now?
I almost
Have you
thought it
shot
was-
someone in the head with a fucking shotgun? They don't explode like that.
I don't think I'd be sitting here if I had, man.
Well, they certainly
What kind
don't
of
just
question is
pop
that?
like little grapes, I'll tell you what.
So
Are
Beam's
you
going
talking from
10-8.
experience?
No, just fucking around.
Yost, what's your score for this round?
I'll go 10-9 to Rambo for sure. Yeah,
Okay.
a big like literally like I fast forwarded through most of that movie. I mean on and off. And then when the fight came,
You missed the best parts, I guess.
oh yeah, no, I don't think I did.
Oh,
No, and I got to the tunnel thing, and I was like, yeah, we're in for this for sure. So, big fan.
Yeah,
of that.
I like how they actually utilize it as a plot point.
they set it up.
Yeah, they set it up
lot,
real hard
a
from
lot.
the very
Yeah,
get-go.
and it's like the reverse of that is Dark Fate, where I feel like that script was like, and then then they go to an airstrip, and then what do they do? And then they fly in the air, and then what happens? And then a fucking Terminator comes out. Like, what
This is like
Yeah.
your toddler telling you the
Yeah.
story.
Literally, like brought to the ground by a 3-year-old, and then the Terminator got the plane in the air, and then they went down into the dam, and then the Terminator got out of the water, and it was like, what the fuck is happening? At least, even knowing into the first 15 minutes that there was going to be a giant fight in that tunnel scene,
Yeah.
I was like there for it. I was like, all all right, I definitely want to see you just destroy, like, again, just pop little heads, just pop, 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 pop.
Like I understand the very clear right-wing overtones, far-right overtones of it with the border, but in that moment, I guess I let all my inhibitions go and said, fucking get him, Sly. Like get after him.
They're on his land.
Exactly.
You must protect your house.
I mean, they did show up with assault rifles. I mean, like, I don't know, like it's.
That was what was running through my head the entire. Protect this land.
All right.
Yeah, fuck them. They killed your niece.
I will say that I'm a little disappointed there wasn't some sort of like. Well, I guess it's it's very back to the Rambo. Like they didn't like come up and like try to talk to him. They just kind of came in and he just it started really quickly. I was like, oh, he's getting right into it. He's blown up several SUVs. This is happening right now. Like there was no like, I'm gonna get you, Rambo. It was just like, nope, they're coming. It's happening.
All right, let's go to round 4. In round 4, we are going to go for another franchise revival hallmark.
Okay.
In any franchise revival, you must modernize the franchise to reflect the times. Mm-hmm. Both of these movies did so by including the Mexican border as a key piece of the storyline.
They shouldn't have.
Oh, didn't we? We talked about that, right? Right?
Ish, yeah.
We've touched on it.
Oh, okay.
It's hard not to. It's literally in its DNA for both films.
Yes.
It's like, oof.
In Rambo Last Blood, the use of the Mexican border plays out like a right-wing extremist wet dream, as we have said. They kidnapped and stole our women. Mm-hmm. So now we lure them back to our side of the border and we protect our soil. Fuck you very much.
Jesus Christ, man.
And in Terminator Dark Fate, the heroic team encounters some significant difficulties trying to get across the Mexican border back into America, and they get held at a detention center, which leads to some shit going down with the Terminator in a very brutal scene.
Yes.
Yeah, it's supposed to be hard.
So they include in 2019, they include a lot of storylines about the Mexican border. That is a way to modernize the franchise for the times. Another thing that they do is they introduce a lot of female characters. Now, that's always been a thing for Terminator. You have Sarah Connor, legendary female character. But in this, you get Dani Ramos. She is now the leader of the revolution. It's not just the mother giving birth to the leader of the revolution. Now it's actually a woman. You have Mackenzie Davis, the first female kind of robot to be strongly centered in this. So that's another way you can modernize the film.
But when you say modernize, we didn't think this way back in the day, is what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't have...
I don't know about Rambo. That one feels a little dated.
Rambo still included female characters. It's just what they did with them.
Right.
One was literally just...
Thought. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, one was kidnapped, raped, and killed, and that was her only job in the movie. And the other one was just there to nurse Rambo back to health.
Right.
So,
well,
not very effective. Also, not great. So,
and they're also good for having sex with it. I heard, like
that's what I've heard. Apparently, that's what we do.
No, it's just like, no, it's not good. It's
Rambo has a very limited understanding of that.
Well, and on that point, I would actually say that Rambo was very strange for me because it seemed like, at least in Dark Fate, they're like, it's tough to get across the border. We're gonna have to do this kind of thing. And Rambo just travels, I guess, across the border with a severed head. He just chucks out of his car. I'm like, why did you just chuck it out in the middle of like the desert? So
I think that feels like, I watched this together, and I think he can attest to it. I was like, yes.
I mean, like,
yes.
I'm sure. I'm not sure, but I'm willing to bet that it's probably, if you need to get across the border and you have the means to do it, it's probably a lot easier than most of us think, because it's a very long border. It's a very, like, I'm sure there's people that can get you what you need. I'm sure there's people in this world that can get you things.
Well, it also felt like Rambo's view of the border was, again, very right wing. Right. Like the shots of the border, like it was a barbed wire fence at one point.
Right. Yeah.
It's just shots of like shoddily built walls.
Right. I thought one of them.
Whereas
was
like Terminator,
you put up in your backyard to protect the dog from getting out.
Literally, like that's what their representation of the border was. Like Terminator, it was difficult, and
how many
it led to some shit
like that. That just looked like
that. I don't know.
And I don't know. I haven't really explored the whole
but from what
Mexican American border.
From what I've read, there'll be sections that are like a fortress. There'll be sections that are like you just walk over. There's like sections that are just the river is the border.
Yeah, the Rio Grande in Texas. Yeah.
So and it's funny that the amount of people I'm gonna go real quick off the topic here, that people that I know that talk about the border and the walls we got to build without fully ever understanding or being there to like see the landscape and what is going on. So it's like, I mean, like, how do you fucking know? Like that's what I'm saying. I'm speculating from what I read, but I'm sure there's ways to get across it that are a lot easier than we think. I mean, that's what borders are about. I'm sure there's a lot of ways to get across into Canada that are a lot easier than we think. But I just love the fact that
there's specific border crossings sometimes where going into Canada where there's literally just like no one there.
No one there.
You literally just drive right through. Yeah. So yes.
But then you have this. I guess I'll just keep coming back to it. It's like the scene where he goes back to like really taunt him and like coming after his shit, and he like cuts this dude's head off. And he waits to toss it out. So he's gone down in his truck and he's come back with a severed human head. I'm sure he didn't go through a checkpoint. Like, and also then he tosses it and it's very wet. Like, I don't get I've never severed too many heads in my life or carried them around for long periods of time. But I'm assuming that once you sever the head, it's not real juicy. Like after 3 hours of traveling through the Mexican countryside, getting over the border illegally. And then tossing it from your hot vehicle, tossing it from your car. I'm sure it's not like
the severed head started to sweat because
it's not like a sack of Jersey tomatoes. Like the fucking thing is probably like I don't know. I mean, it's just like I get it, but come on, man. A little realism for me, man.
A little bit. Just a bit.
I like to suspend my disbelief in both films.
I mean, you have to.
Really, most in Rambo.
You must.
I mean, it's. When was the part where he literally ran over that tiny little fence? Was it when he was super injured, or was it after the head?
No, it was after the head. He just drove through a barbed wire fence. That was a piece of shit. Like
so,
it was literally
just. Did he drop the head on the way to the border, or was that?
It was once he crossed.
I think it was on the way.
Oh, it was before he crossed.
I think it was before he crossed.
Well, then that just takes my whole thesis and blows it out of the water.
I didn't want to say anything, so I let you go.
But still, it was the next day. Like, there's no way that head's just juicy. I don't like. So there's no way that.
That's what you're caught up on.
Yeah, it's a sloppy little head.
I don't know if he did it at the border, and I don't know how far away he was from the compound or whatever it is.
From night to day.
Who says that guy wasn't sweating that moment?
That's true.
But okay, so if we're gonna get wrapped up on that one, that's the point.
Let's go do some research. We're in a neighborhood. Let's go find a person and just
a neighborhood. I don't know. I'm still like getting caught up with the fact that you're like, no, a head doesn't explode like a water balloon. As if like I have firsthand experience. How many heads have you shot off with a shotgun?
Well, I mean, actually, I've shot a few like zombie, like the fake heads that like you shoot at.
Okay.
I've shot a few of those, like they're supposed to be like what an actual head does.
No, I just wanted to
and like a 12 gauge like.
What's your background on shooting heads?
That's my background.
Zero background.
I've shot 12 gauge slugs and buckshot into fake zombie round heads in a shooting range, and like I don't know, just like they were just like kind of like aggressively blown into like. I mean, it's always fun. I mean, I'm assuming they did it for fun, but it was just like they literally just their heads will pop every time he shot them. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like,
well, in terms of the border,
I don't.
You didn't see the movie, like
in the movie, I know what you're talking about. Yes.
Like in the on the range and stuff, like it hurt it. But they don't just disintegrate. They don't turn to like pink mist.
Well, in terms of the border,
with shotguns.
In terms of the border,
movies,
yes.
I would
bringing
say,
it back to the point at hand.
When was that?
I guess my other question too is that after he knocked that part of the fence down, is that what the caravan of bad guys used, the cartel, to get through? Did they go through there, or did they have another part of the fence that they're like our spot?
Right, and so then they just showed up.
Did they just? I think a scene that may have been left on the cutting room floor was them waiting to go through customs.
I don't think they got through customs.
I wanted that
with
so
that
bad. Just
arsenal that they were
gentlemen,
carrying.
How are we doing today? See, you're all dressed in camo gear and have AK-47s. Where are you coming in the country?
All right, come through.
Yeah, you can come on in.
I was dying, and this is a quick aside now. We're getting off topic, but I don't care.
Yeah, we haven't done that yet with you at all.
No. Is the montages in that fucking movie? That's a 10 out of 9 towards Rambo if we're doing montages.
Around.
Fuck. Because holy shit, just like he's getting it. Now he's getting into it. Oh, he's still preparing. Oh, he is preparing and it's happening. Like holy shit. I just wanted like it just stop.
Oh, look, he made a necklace. So I mean,
the border.
But anyways, the border. Jesus Christ. The border, I mean, yeah, it just seemed like the concept of the border in Rambo was a bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Unrealistic, I believe.
Non-existent.
And its use seemed a little, it's got some holes. Not
Literal and figurative.
Yeah, not meant to be a pun, but yeah, it feels like it had some holes in it. Whereas I think in Terminator, it was used as a vehicle for a very dope like fight scene, except for where it's like, I don't understand why we got to kill all these people in a detention center. Rev 9.
Rev 9 was really just mowing down innocents all over the place.
It wasn't nice.
Again,
No, not super cool.
I'll bring you back to.
But it looked cool. Wait, okay.
It did
so
look cool.
You have to kill
quick question,
everyone.
Yost. I have a really quick question for you.
Sure.
Just because of your background with shotguns and heads, when a Rev 9, I don't know if you know what Rev 9s, but when they are able to form their arms into giant knives, how is that supposed to look when they slice and dice people?
I'm assuming very clean and precise.
Very clean cuts.
Very
So
clean cuts.
how would you rate the execution of the cuts in Terminator Dark Fate? All right, so I mean, you don't have to answer that question. It's fine.
I mean, yeah, it actually felt. I don't know.
Do you think they were good?
Yeah.
Was it too messy? It felt messy in there. It felt like the detention center got a little messy.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Maybe like a cut, but also a little ripping, a little tearing.
I think we need to move off this.
Yes, we do. We need to score this round and move to our final round. I'm going 10-7 Terminator Dark Fate.
10-7.
I'm deducting a point for the right-wing extremism of this viewpoint.
Is that a fair point deduction? I
think so.
Wherein did we have that in the bylaws?
Wait,
All right,
which
fine,
round
then
is this
10-8.
again? This is the.
I'm not saying I'm trying to stick up for the right wing.
Oh, the new.
Saying.
Yeah.
There's
All right.
rules.
10-8 for the modernization of it because Rambo just has a very limited viewpoint of the Mexican border, which it employs as a heavy piece of its storyline.
And also, we didn't touch on as much, a little bit on the use of female characters
Yes,
as well.
very much so.
The storylines in that regard felt a little dated. I don't think there was a modernization that came there at all. I think they're like, look, we have women.
There's women in this movie. We did a good job.
Yeah.
Except not.
Yep. So, yeah, it feels like an obvious one for Terminator.
Yep.
Yeah.
10-8.
So like. Again,
10-8. I would give it 10-8 as well.
I'm still learning about all this. So
What do you want?
I can't do like a 9-8.
You can. Why? What are you going to deduct from Terminator?
I mean, all of it should be just 7-7, really.
Oh, you think it's a tie?
Yeah, it's a tie of how shitty of all that new. Like it was.
No way, dude. Terminator Dark Fate uses the Mexican border to
Okay.
set up a dope scene in that detention center, and it, like showed that it's difficult at times to get across the border. The female characters were strong. What are you talking about?
All right,
7-7, please.
All right.
Don't bring that here.
Oh man, I'm getting bullied right now.
You're not getting bullied. You're just making bad points. I don't know what to tell you.
I think
I'm
you
just trying to
actually
understand.
upset Corey. I
I think I did.
I didn't know that was possible.
I'm just trying to figure out exactly. All right, then 10-8. I'll go 10.
10-8. Okay. For Terminator Dark
Yes,
Fate, to
please.
be clear. All right.
That felt mature. I think you did it. I think you turned it around.
All right. So our final round now.
I feel like you seem hurt. You seem wounded after that.
Who, me?
Do you and Courtney need to talk about it?
Yeah. Do you want to hug it out real quick?
Yeah.
No, I just. No, I get what you're saying. I guess I just don't understand the system.
You still don't understand a score.
Yeah. So
All
there's like they're arbitrary numbers to me. So I'm like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, totally. In the final round, our heroes lure the big bad into a kill box of sorts.
I mean, is this much of a discussion?
We need to have the discussion,
I guess.
but we all know. I
We all
know
know
where
what
I'm
kill
going to
box
score
is,
this.
right?
We're very much going to know where you
Bean?
score this.
You know what kill box is?
So in Rambo Last
Blow my
Blood,
head off, but you don't know what a kill box is. Huh?
Rambo booby traps the tunnels
Why did I
at
miss
the
out on
house with some kind of right-wing Home Alone situation that he has going on.
I did like that.
I did
Why'd
respect
you have
the
to
way
call
that.
it right wing?
Well,
Come
it
on.
is. But it's
Okay,
Home
what-
Alone for
What about putting
doomsday
nails
preppers.
in a
Sorry.
board?
Yeah.
What is it about putting nails in a board where it swings down and hits people in the?
It's just more about people that have tunnels underneath their home. I don't imagine many
Can we
liberals
strip
having
the
that.
politics of it and just be like,
All right.
well done.
He Home Alone the shit out of his tunnels,
He did.
and it was really well done.
Yeah, the tunnels were great. I mean, how we got people there, a little
Suspect.
You know, suspect. But
Little
All right,
sus.
fine. If we're gonna have to talk about how he lured them in, whatever.
All right, and then Terminator Dark Fate. I got to be honest, I watched this movie 3 times now. I'm still really...
3?
Yeah, I watched it once in the theater.
Times.
I rewatched the whole Terminator franchise during COVID because I was stuck at home and being bored. And then I rewatched it for this. So, 3 times. I watched it 3 times. I still don't really understand the plan because it goes on for like 45 fucking minutes. It changes like 9 different times because nothing ever goes right. It's like the kid and then thing that you said. Like they really didn't have a well-formulated plan, and I still don't understand it. Suffice it to say, they end up at the Hoover Dam, and
then they have the Hoover Dam,
and then all the robots sacrifice themselves so that Danny Ramos can live and fulfill her destiny. For me, this is like all Rambo Last Blood. The booby trap tunnels, and then he tells the guy that he's going to rip his heart out, and then he does it, and it's excellent.
He didn't, actually.
Terminator Dark Fate, the ending to me is a mess. Like, I actually really like the first hour of that movie. The second hour is just a disaster zone.
Dude, it ended.
And
it's
just largely the end, that end scene, which goes on for way too long.
Third act just sucks.
Yeah, it's terrible third act, but the first 2 acts I quite like. For this, for me, it's Rambo all day because he rips someone's heart out. He booby traps the tunnels, and it's a quick, efficient, like it's a 20-minute sequence. It kicks ass for the whole time. Terminator Dark Fate is like 45 minutes. It meanders all over the place. It's kind of a mess. I mean, there's some cool stuff.
Happen.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, look at the EMPs all fucked up. And you're like, that's terrible, Arnold. Hey, everybody.
I don't know why. Yeah, you made a Kermit the Frog, and then
EMPs all messed up. And the Terminator's like, we have 15% chance of living. She's like, well, that's 0. That's not 0. And you're like, but now you just started to the and ends. And then you're like, I just feel like someone fell asleep halfway making that script. They're just like, listen, the Coke is wearing off. I'm really tired. It's 4 a.m. This is due in 2 hours. I know. I got to do something. Fuck, I just wrote myself in a corner. Goddamn, cocaine is so good. Holy shit. Well, I've ripped myself too much in a corner. The EMP is dead. What do I do? And then we got the ending of that.
And then we're in the Hoover Dam.
Yeah. For some. And how the fuck they hit the Hoover Dam? Like, ugh. Anyways. Yeah. But but then with Last Blood, at least there was.
It was a good ending. Like, I hate a lot about that movie, but the ending sequence is good. Like, objectively speaking, I enjoy the ending of that movie.
I think
it was a good send off for Rambo.
I think you just said something, Corey, that it just feels like how both of these movies, possibly here, are emblematic of, Terminator being the more left, where it's ending, this wandering, meandering mess. And then there's the right wing, which is Rambo, where he looks at a man and says, I'm going to rip your heart out and show it to you. And then he does it. Promises made, promises kept. I am just saying, I think that's just... Is
Joe Rogan behind it?
When did fucking Jordan Shapiro show up in this fucking podcast studio?
I think I just channeled my inner, Tim Pool or, any of... Yeah.
You channeled something.
That was weird. Anyway, so I'm going to give it to Rambo.
Blacked out. I blacked out.
I did too, doing it. It was... I don't know. It slipped into my mind, and I just had to do it. But no, I got to give it to Rambo. I mean, it's the tunnels. You just knew that this guy. You knew at the beginning of the movie, you're like, these tunnels are going to be something, and then they absolutely are. It just delivers in so many ways, and
Were they also on cocaine? They're just like, takes place in Arizona, and they're like, not the jungle? Like, no jungle. Give me that
desert.
Desert, motherfucker. Oh, all right, now what do we do? Where is he at? He's in the hills? No, he's in
I feel like in Arizona we're
tunnels.
Doing. Yep. I feel like in Arizona we're doing meth. I mean, I feel like if we're gonna be specific to the locale.
Yeah. To the locale,
so, but no, I'm gonna give it a 10-8 Rambo.
I'll go 10-8 Rambo as well.
Those tunnels, man, really like that secret weapon for him.
Absolutely. What's your score for this finale?
I gotta go 10-7 actually, because I cannot stand when people are like when movies literally just they've gotten you to a point and they're like, fucking phone it in. Like, I don't give a shit. And then it literally just, all I hear when I'm watching it is that scene in Dude, Where's My Car? And it's like, and it's like at the drive-thru. It
feels that.
So
that's
it's a point
the way
deduction
the end is.
simply for just not caring.
Just just like, well, we're having a fight scene. Isn't it cool? 40
There's
minutes of a
fight.
scene?
It's long.
It is
but
long.
yeah, it's
People like long
it's a
fight
disaster.
scenes. Have you seen Heat?
It falls apart.
Heat's dope.
Heat's great.
But the funny thing is, the beginning of Rambo: Last Blood is just a fucking hot mess, and then finally, like, they all come to fight, but like the whole story to get him there is just unnecessary.
It's terrible. It's got all sorts of holes, but the ending is cool. Objectively
we should
speaking,
do-
if you could just cut the last 15 minutes without all the rest,
like somehow we should splice together and release it with this episode. You put the first two-thirds of Dark Fate together, and then just, without letting anyone know, you just cut straight to Rambo: Last Blood without any fucking explanation.
That's a great
and you're
movie.
just like,
Oh my
you're
God.
Like, all right, cool. This is finally a full film. I like.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
it.
because you don't know. You're like, you don't know the background as to why these people cross the Mexican
just
border.
dub in Arnold's voice over Sly's. You're fine.
Or wait, no, hold on. Are we talking about like, should we cut off Terminator at the detention center?
Yes,
And then what's
right after the detention center.
Yeah, because if we see them cross the border, then we're still like,
And
we
all of
got
a,
icky
and
feelings
then all of
about
a
it.
sudden they're at the compound and John Rambo is getting ready.
Is booby trapping
Yeah.
the tunnels.
And I also want to make sure that everyone knows that
I
I
appreciate
love
that
the
we saw
montage.
Yeah.
The montages were solid, but my God, did they go on forever?
The trauma montage of his past memories and scenes from previous movies, I could do without that, but the montage of him setting up the tunnels, dope.
Well, speaking of going on forever, I think we kind of.
Can I urinate before you do the whole ending?
Yeah, we are going
I
to.
was trying to stick the landing to get into that. Yost, thanks for doing that.
So we are going to-
And I don't want to be distracted.
No. I know it's fine. So, anyways, I think what we're gonna do is take a second and tally up the points. And John, do you have to pee?
No.
Okay.
We're going to take a quick break, tally up these scores, and then we'll be back with the ending.
Yes.
All right, so we've taken the time to tabulate the scores, and Beam is back as the ring announcer to announce the winner of this bout.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored the contest 47-45, 46-45, and 46-44 for your winner. And new champion of the movie where an old dude revives an action film franchise from the 80s and makes it all about the U.S.-Mexican border, Terminator Dark Fate!
Nice.
Nailed it.
Still don't like doing this on camera. But,
You did great.
You know,
You nailed it.
it's just,
I think it's.
I'm going back to hiding.
There you have
You
it.
have to wear a tux or something next time.
There you have it, folks. Terminator Dark Fate has won. Before we get out of here, we have to thank some people. First of all, thank you, John Yost, for joining us and being the third guest on this podcast. We'd also like to thank Alec Lewis, our audio engineer, Nick Baish for his video production on this episode, and Noah Scannell for being the best boy and for his production supervision.
The best is the
And
voice.
we also got to give a gigantic thank you to the Jive Hive for allowing us to use this wonderful studio and also with the production of the podcast. And finally, we also need to thank our presenting sponsor, Metroland Now.
Yes, we are a part of the Metroland Podcast Network. To learn more, head over to metrolandnow.com, or you can follow Metroland on Instagram or Facebook.
And to see what's happening, you can follow. Well, we didn't make an account of any sort for this podcast in particular, but you can follow me at @beam__o.
You can follow me at Bedstuy Bear
So
with an underscore in there.
I have to assume we're gonna post information about when the episodes air and what they are even.
Yeah, and you can @ us on there if you have comments or responses.
Do you want to at me at anything?
No.
No.
Do you have anything?
Fifth column features.
Oh yeah, no, that's
And
that's something
APB
you should have plugged in the part where
Oh,
we're like,
oh.
hey John, what do you want to plug?
Well, I didn't know we could do that. An APB Film Collective. So.
Wonderful. All right, we're going to get out of here. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Thank you, Yost. Thank you, folks at the Jive Hive. We are out.